Welcome to the workshop. Tools are ready to play. We're gonna build something great, starting here today. Piece by piece we go now, from the start to the end. With tools and glue, we've got models to build. Let's get into it. Let's get building right now. Scale models in our hands. We'll make it somehow. The plans are on the table. Blueprints drawn so fine. Every tiny detail perfect by design. Watch it come together, step by step we strive. With patience and skill, our models come alive. Let's get into it. Let's get building right now. Scale models in our hands. We'll make it somehow. The plans should come together. Step by step we strive. With patience and skill, our models come alive. Let's get into it. Let's get building right now. Scale models in our hands. We'll make it somehow.
Hi all, welcome to the channel, welcome to the workshop. So, continuing on with our Lego build, just to remind you where we got to last time. Now, I'm pretty much sure we're going to complete that tonight. To save myself a little bit of time, I have put all these windows in, just because saves a little tiny bit of time. It does mean that bag 14 doesn't have very much in it. Now I've pulled out 5 bags in total, including bag 14. That would get us the completed carriage and the tender. Now, don't know if we're going to get that far, but certainly going to get the carriage done. There doesn't seem to be very many parts, and we're primarily doing the sides and the roof, and then obviously the wheels as well. So I don't think that took too long for the previous carriage. So we get into it and we get building. So I'll take you over to the workbench and we'll crack on. Hey, Bugdus. Right, so that's where we are at the moment. And that is the contents of bag 14. It looked a little bit more impressive when all the windows were strewn about as well. But as I say, I put all those in just because it saved me, I don't know, probably about 5 minutes to be fair, if that. We're going to be starting off, obviously, putting all the windows in, putting the sides in of our carriage. Yep, certainly convertible at the moment. And to be fair, obviously, these ones, they technically are convertible because you can take the roof off them. Although how easy that would be, I don't know when it comes to doing the lighting kit, because obviously there'll be a light strip going along the top of this, which will then wire itself to each end. So we shall see. But not that I'm going to be taking the top off every 5 minutes. And if you remember from last time, we're basically doing the same sort of thing where we're just building up all the windows effectively sideways. That's got to go on top of there and on there. And we have our first window going in like that. And we must have a single one going there. Let's try with doing this with no mistakes today. Famous last words. Hopefully I won't have to rebuild anything like I did last week. Then we've got that one going on there, and that going like that. A lot of repetition on this part of the build. Now there is only a single one of those threes on there. And I'm going to finish off with that 3. And then that will go on there. And then that one there. And that's going to go on there. We must have 6 of these windows per side. Yeah, looks like it. So, a few more windows than on the previous carriage. And then this one's going to have that one and that one. Single one on top. Now, I haven't actually been asked to make 2 of these because I'm pretty sure they are not mirror images, which originally is what I thought for the first one. Or I should say they are mirror images, I believe, so they're not the same. No, we don't want that one. I think you can keep Winterberg this. It's just starting to warm up here. Right, so that's that one in, and this one is going this side. Right, now I know something has already gone wrong because I haven't put these bits in. And that was clearly step 1. So let's get those in the right place. Like that. And then we'll put this one on. There we are. So, and you can guess what we're doing now. We're doing the next side. And this time I'll remember to put the plates in. Just like that. That's one side, and then we'll continue with the windows. So making sure that these are going the right way around. Who's going to guess where I get up to today? And say, I did pull out up the bag 18, which will get us the tender, but we shall see how fiddly things become. You got 2 more bags for the carriage, and then 2 for the tender, and then we're onto the engine. And as you can see, we're almost at the end of this bag. And last window that we're working on. Now that is unusual. No spare parts in that bag, as you can see. Nothing hidden under that carriage anyway. I think that's the first bag I've had so far that hasn't had any spare parts. And then obviously this is just going to slot in here, like so. So that takes us on to bag 15, which is the roof. It looks like we've got another minifig. Oh, and this one's got 2 faces, so we can choose how we have her. Let's have that face. She has a dress and an umbrella. And somewhere we have to make a little bag for her as well. I have to make something similar to that for the Jaws Orca. I think they had a larger lunchbox though. But that's our other minifig. Now I don't actually know how many figures there are in this in total, but we've currently now up to 5 minifigures, which are just over here. Right, now we're starting on the roof, so we've got this piece. And we're just going to join these parts together. It goes to one side, then I've got a bit more room. I've got a blue one going there and in there. And then in the sea of grey, I've got to find 2 grey parts, which I'm not finding at the minute. There they are. One there, and one there. And then we've got 32 of these. If you were watching last week, you would have seen me do this several times over. And it's basically just a case of put them all down the sides until you run out of pieces. The last one. There we are. I'm going to flip that over now. And then we've got that one going in there. Got this one going in this end. And then, like we did before, we've got these lights that are going to go in. Now, as I said, with the lighting kit, the lighting strip will go across here. And it actually sits underneath some of these. Right, next turning our attention to the top again. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one and that one. And then that. Here, I don't need to look at the instruction, I can just copy the carriage that's over there. But we know that would go wrong. So we've got that one like that. We need to make a second one of those. Excellent. Hopefully he's happy that you can watch at least. Hey, all good? You're hopefully still enjoying my Lego stream. I've recently just seen what I think I want next, which is the Lego T-Rex, which in theory is coming out soon. Right, so with those like that, we're going to just pop those in there. Make sure they're fully pressed down. And finish off this centerpiece with that one and that little cap. And then we're starting on making the sides of the roof. Now I do need to make two of these, so I'll do them in tandem. See, I don't do a lot of Lego. I've only got 3 major sets, this being the third one really. But I get what I like. So, and if I want a bit of a Lego fix, then I'll try, I'm using Brick Borrow. So I can just borrow sets, build it, and then send it back. It's a cheaper option, to be fair. Right, so continue that one by putting these pieces in, like so. Do the same for this one. Just like that. Gonna flip our roof section over. And what I haven't done is put these bits on. Let's just get those in place first. And then we'll attach that. Yeah, just working out where I need to attach it. Not there. There. My son wants a few of the speed champions. I think he's after Brian's Skyline at the minute. Not sure about Bricklink. I've not actually looked at it, to be fair. Right, so now we have these. So, and this is from our Duchess actually. So I need to put that on. Just move her head. That's got to go on like that. Let her head go. Yep, that's our minifig like that. Right, try and get these in the right order, and I think the only thing that needs to go the other order is that one. Nope. I'll get this right in a minute. That order with that one being in there. It should actually be further over. Right, so that's those in there. And then just do these ones, remembering that that needs to hang over the edge there. So that's our roof section. And I'm just going to pop that on there. Like so. So we're now going to move on to the wheels, which is obviously the last bag for the carriage. And we're only 20 odd minutes into the stream. We did have a couple of spare pieces for that last bag. Put those to one side. I feel like there's an argument going along here, and it's probably in my favour, which is good. Can never have enough Lego. I've even got some non-Lego part. So on Amazon, I picked up a 1/8 scale Lamborghini, which, to be fair, I'm not putting on the channel because it's an absolute nightmare to put together, and it's taken me forever to do it. But also have the Ecto one that Ian at Partwork Upgrades was selling. I can't remember the name of the that one, but it's just a small set, that one, so it shouldn't take too long. We have another minifigure. Right, so that's him, and he's going to be holding a couple of things. Oh, I know what he is. He's obviously the guy that stands on the platform, which name escapes me at a minute. But he's going to be the one that tells the train when he can go or not. He's going to be holding something else, which I believe is going to be effectively a light. Yeah, if I can find all the right parts. It's going to be this one. That's going to sit there. And then we've got a gold piece going in there. So that's his little lantern. There we are. So that makes 7 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 figures. What? I think I had another one a minute ago. 6 now. Right, so now we get on to the 2 bogies of the carriage. Now, although I've already done one of these, can't guarantee that I'm going to be any quicker doing it. Don't think I made any mistakes with these last time, but we shall see. I've got that one there and another one just in there. And then we have that going on top of there and on there. Thanks, Meg. That's pretty good. If I was doing an F-14 or something, maybe, you know, maybe I can turn this into an F-14 or on the other aircraft from Top Gun. Right, so what do we need now? We need that. We need another one of those. There it is. And then on top of that, we're going to have that going just there. Nice, easy to find blue bit. And then we have that piece. And we have another one of those. And next up we have these bits, which we're going to be putting on the side. I'd seen someone on a Lego group build this, but what they've done, they've made it a lot longer, and also they've improved the design of a lot of the bits underneath, which I thought was pretty good. Right, and then these are going, that one on that side and that one on that side. And then that's going on the bottom of here. Now, also, you've done the Concorde bug. Is there like an F-14 or something like that Lego aircraft? I can't say I've actually seen one, but I've also not really been looking for one either. I think that would be quite a good build. Now, we do need to make 2 of these. So again, I'm going to try and do them in tandem and not go wrong. That on there, that on there. Okay. There was I think the last Lego Technic thing I did was probably when I helped my brother out about 20 odd years ago, if not longer. Clearly means I'm overdue doing some more Technic. Right, with those like that, we now need one of those going on there and there. And then the back of this, we've got these 2 claw pieces. And then on this end, we have that, followed by bright blue piece. I'm sure I made this comment last week. That doesn't need to be a blue piece. That could have easily been a black piece. Doesn't reference anything on the set. And it doesn't really aid with the placement of parts. Right, we're going to flip those over. And we need a couple of L brackets. One there and one there. Now, I think I've said this before. What I'm going to do is basically build up the entire set, and then the Game of Bricks light kit. It shows you how to basically disassemble parts and reassemble with the lighting in place. And from the looks of it, it's minimal disassembly. And I think that's going to be the easy option, just to follow the instructions that way. We've got a big circle piece going there and in there. And we should have a couple of sort of ramp parts. There they are. So that's going there and going there. Right, and on the side of these, we're creating what will become the buffers. Now, as you can tell, because it's not here on the workbench, taking up the entire space, I have left the track over on the side at the moment. I'm not going to bring it over. I'm going to leave it where it is for the moment. Right. Now we can make up our buffers looking like that. You need to make 4 of those. Now, hopefully, to get me out of a little bit of trouble, although I didn't actually pay for this particular set, I have just bought my wife the Lego Roses bouquet, which she is thoroughly enjoying. So I can get away with more Lego, I think. Right, so we're going to flip those back over. I've got a very small sub-assembly to do, and we need to make 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3. I can't see another one. There it is, 4. And we're going to need 2 of those for each of them. And quite simply, they're going to go on top there. I did look at Like My Bricks, but whilst looking around, I found Game of Bricks, and to be fair, I did actually approach them and ask if they were willing to like sponsor this video. They basically said no, but they did give me 35% off, so hence why I end up getting the kits from them anyway. And I like the fact that they are remote control and they also have sound, etc. as well. I know Like My Bricks, I think, have something similar, but right time, right place sort of thing for Game of Bricks. Starting to wonder whether any of those cylinders actually rolled off the workbench, but they hadn't, which is good. Yeah, and installation instructions during would be good, to be fair. But even after is also fine. With the carriage, I believe all it is with this one, we just sort of take the roof off and put the long strip in. Got to take these two roof pieces off, and we've got a couple of little strips to go in there. And then I think on this one, we have that little light there that gets lit up as well. And that's pretty much it for the carriage. Same with the second one, apart from obviously the rear light. So carriages didn't look too involved. And to be fair, I don't think the engine was too much involved either. I'm pretty sure the tender doesn't really have anything, although I think it might hold the sound module. I'm just going to finish off these bits with these squares. And then they're just going to sit in here. I haven't actually looked at the Concorde lighting. I'd have thought it had been pretty good, but then I guess the windows wouldn't be there, I guess. It's not at a big enough scale, I guess, to have all the windows at the sides lit up. Maybe it just means you need a bigger Lego Concorde bag disc. Right, I'm going to pop those there. And those two on that one. And then we have a blue bit. Again, a blue bit that shouldn't be a blue bit. And then this end, we need those with that, and finish off with that and that. But how big, and then would it fly? I've seen a radio controlled Concorde, which, to be fair, looks absolutely fantastic. Especially they've got the nose raising up and down and things like that. I've seen it on YouTube. It looks absolutely fantastic. Right, so with that done like that, we need to flip these over. And we've got our chef's knives again. Now we're going to pop those in there. Rach, if you're still watching, this is what I was on about with the chef's knives. And that's just going to sit there and effectively become the mudguards, I believe, for the bogie. And then we have our wheels that we're going to be placing in, and they just press in like so. If I had the space, I'd definitely motorise this and have a loop running, I think. Right, you've heard it. I can have everything in the living room. It's down in writing now. Does that limit how much I can get away with? That's the big question. Right, so these are just going to pop on here. And that will complete our carriage. Or almost. We've actually just got the coupling to do, and then that's our carriage complete. So we have that, like so. Now, just try and work out which way around this has it going. Doesn't really make much difference, but it looks like it's going to go on this one, like that. And that's our carriage complete. And then we'll see, we put that on the track, and we have this coupling here, which will link into that one, and we have those linking together like so. Now, we've still got about 15 minutes, so let's move on to the next bag and see how far we get. Now, this is the start of the engine, or the tender of the engine, to be fair. And the tender is only 2 bags. My daughter is the biggest critic. If she likes it, then I'm allowed it. And so far, I'm apparently allowed more trains, but she's not that into cars. So cars are a no, apparently. Although she likes the Megazord. So again, not a car, but still something I'm allowed, apparently. Right, so starting off with this piece. And we're going to put those in there. And that's then going to go on there. And then we have these 2 plates. Put that onto one side for a second and move on to this. Brilliant. Thanks, Jay. Surely that just means more space for models. Maybe I should check the locks are still unlocked when I go into the house. I'm going to get locked out here, I think. Well, you can. It then won't be live, but you can definitely pause it. Right, then we need another one of these. This is then going in there. And this is attaching to that. Then need that to go there. And we have these 2 items are going to go there and there. And then we have that piece and that piece. And this must be the rear of the tender because we have the little coupling there. That's then going to go on there, and that blue piece is going to go in there. And then we have the plate, which is going to go like that. And I should have made 2 of them. So let's create another one of those. I'm sure as I move forward through this that the contents of the bags is getting less. So that one on there, that one on there. 2 more of these blue cylinders. Go in there and there. That one on there. And then into there. Gold one. And then these 2 short pieces. Two of these going in there. Blue one on top. Should have a black plate somewhere. There it is. Oop, almost missed it out. Need that one in first. Then that black plate. And then that goes on top. Like that. And then somehow this all links together. It looks like it just goes like that at the moment. So this is clearly going to be something that's going to hold that together in a second. And it looks like it's going to be this. So we've got that like that, and then that's going to go across there like so. Right, so what we've got there is a little floating axle for this going around curves. It's going to be putting these pieces on. Followed by those. And then we need to make 2 of these up. And they're going to go on the side of here. Oh, not without, not before putting these on. So that's like that. And now we need to create this piece. And that's going just there. And just make a mirror image of that one. And that's going to go on there. And then we have buffers to make up, which are then going to go and sit there and there. And that moves us on to bag 18. So let's see if we can get this done. And then we'll call it at the end of this, and then that leaves us the engine to do then. Right, we're going to start off with that, and we need a 2-piece. We need another 2-piece. And then we should have a 2-piece with a couple of balls on the end like that. And that's just going to slot in there like so. Biggest thing with Lego is finding all the pieces. Especially when you've got all the pieces at the same colour. So we've got this one going there, that one going there. That then goes on there like that. And we have these 2 plates like so. Along with that, we should have a couple little corner pieces. And they're just going to sit like that. Hopefully I've got another one in here somewhere. There it is. It's going to go there. And then that will sit on the front of that pit there. Now we need this. And we need a couple of little claw pieces. In fact, what we need to do is get another one of these L brackets. Basically building 2 mirror images. And we need a couple of these. This one going that way, and this one going that way. On top of that, we have that. And then we should have a couple more of these brackets. One there. And one right there. And they're just going to sit just here. Like that. And then we have a door. We should have an archway somewhere. Okay, there it is. So I get that pressed into there. And that's going in there, just set back a little bit like so. And then need this arch. We're just going to go over the top of that. And then on top of that, we have this piece, like so. And then we have this, and we need a couple of the items with the little bar at the end, like these. We need to make 2 of these. So 1 and 2. And they are going just here. That one needs to go that way around, like so. And then above that, we need the standard blue blocks. No, we don't. We need 4 blue blocks, not the 2s. So they go like that. And then building up on that, I can place that one there and that one there. Now I'd expect that to line up, so what have I done wrong? I can see what I've done wrong. I need this. Same on this side. So you have the side there lining up perfectly. On the inside of here now, we need 2 of these. It's going to go there and there. Then we need a couple of lighter blue pieces. One there. And struggling to see the other light blue piece. There it is. And then on top of those, we have these. Like that. Followed by these little ramp sections. Two of these arches, which are going to sit just here and here. Place that to one side. That goes on there. Then we should have some ones like that. And then in the middle of that lot, we have that one. We should have 2 more of these ramp sections. And they'll go like that. And then this is going to be attached to one of those. Have those back to back, like so. Another one of those on top. And then we've got these 2 pieces, like so. And that's then going to join on like so. We then have that on there, that on there. Another little sub-assembly we need to do. We have one of these and that piece. In fact, 4 of those pieces go along there. And then on top of there, we've got 2 more of these curved sections. And that's just going to sit like so. Now you can see that's the ladder at the back of the tender, which is quite good. Before we attach that, we are going to create a little lantern. Assuming I can find the right pieces. So it's this piece, that's going on there. We then need to flip that over, and I'm going to use that like that. And then that is going to sit just there. Like so. And then that's going to go on to the back of our tender, like so. And then this is where we start putting parts on the outside of the tender. So that's going there, that's there, same on the other side. And we have these larger plates. These larger plates actually have the studs on this side. That's going to go in like so. And actually need to just put this gold piece in there first. Like that. And then we have this going in there, which is then in turn going to clip into that little claw that we had. We then have this piece. That's then going to sit on there like that. And then we have that one sitting on there like so. That's then going to sit on top of there. And then around the edge, we have these plates. Should have another one of those. There it is. And filling in the gap with those two pieces. Right, now I believe this is just the top section left to do. And put that on the wrong end. Goes on this end. Now I am aware that I am overrunning what I normally do, but I think it was worth trying to get this tender done. And then next week, that leaves us just the engine to do. Need to flip that over, and we should have two of these. And then we have a couple of these going in, and on the sides of those we're putting these ramp sections on. Same with this side. Like that. I'll fill in that gap with one of those. Same on this side. Flip that back over. Oh, I need to put in this piece. And then we have another one of these. It's going to sit in just like so. Bring our tender over, and that's going to sit like that. And then we're going to need to create a couple of little, what look to be possibly doors. Like so. And they're just going to clip onto here and here. It depends on whether I drop it on the floor, this. We'll find out. We need that ramp section going in there and in there. And then we've got our wheels to go on. And then we've got one final little piece to do for this. Which is that's going on there, that's going on there and there. On the other side, we have that one in there, that one in there, and that one in there. And that, believe it or not, is the coal for the tender. And that's going to click in there and sit like that. And that is all there's to do in that bag. I don't remember using one of those. So I'm a bit concerned that I've now got it spare. I may have to look through the instructions and see where this was meant to be used or whether it's come out of a different bag. But it looks fine. So maybe that is spare, legitimately. Or I've missed it out. If anyone sees that, let me know. But that is our tender. We have our carriage, which is going to go this way around and attach there. And then we have our rear carriage as well. So what I'll do is just get this lined up and then switch to the other camera and say my goodbyes. But at the minute, this is looking absolutely fantastic. Right, so there it is. You can see the length of it, and that is pretty much how it's going to be. I've not connected these, but that's looking pretty fantastic. As I say, we do have the engine next to do. So we've got, that was page 223 that we've just finished. And to complete the whole lot, we are looking at 290 pages. I'm not sure how many bags that is actually left. Just try and have a quick look. Can't see what the last bag is at the minute, but I'm sure it's 20 something, like 23, 24 bags. So we've just done bag 18. So there's only going to be 4, maybe 5 bags left. So hopefully you'll join me next week when this will be completed. And then potentially the following week, I'll do the lighting kit for it as well. But absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.